Thank you, Rabbi. Pretty sure I printed off all the pages this time. It's just going to be a thing. Shana Tova and Ged Yom Tov, everyone. From my family to yours, we wish you a sweet, sweet new year, and may we all be inscribed in the Sefer Chaim Tovim, the book of life for the new year, 5786. It's such an honor to welcome you all here today. And as I look out at this congregation, I see many familiar faces, many new ones, and I find myself asking a simple yet profound question: what brought you here? What is it about Reform Judaism, about this community, that called you to be in this sanctuary on this day at the start of this new year? We're living in a world of complex currents. We see people questioning their faith, wondering if a synagogue is the right place for their hard-earned dollars. We are navigating against a tide of cynicism and despair, yet people are still reaching and searching for something more, for connection and community. In a world of endless alternatives and constant distractions, we face the challenge of proving that a synagogue is not just another subscription service, but is a spiritual home and a necessary component of our lives. And so we, the Board of Trustees of Adat Chaverim, find ourselves asking, are we meeting you where you are? Are we reaching you? Are we truly serving you? Do you feel connected to Adat Chaverim? Is Adat Chaverim doing its part in helping you feel connected to Reform Judaism and our larger global Jewish community? And finally, are we doing our part as a board to create the world we want for our small but mighty congregation? As we begin the year 5786, my thoughts have turned to the importance of two fundamental things that I think are critical to a thriving synagogue life: connections and relationships. As we strive to create the world we want, I think doing so starts with ensuring that everyone feels connected somehow, some way, to the small world we're creating here in our community, Adat Chaverim. You know, hypothetically, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name. So are we connecting? If your answer is yes, Baruch Hashem, let us challenge you then with the question, how do we make it even better? If your answer is no, I'm sorry, we've missed the mark. Our question to you then is, what can we do to address your concerns, both in the short term and the long term? Assuming the positive on this topic, how can we continue to sharpen the saw? Using a Franklin Covey term, what programs and services would serve you better? I've been working with the board to fine-tune a thought I had as I became president. It's rooted in our scripture from Pirkei Avot. Al shlosha davarim ha'olam omed, the world rests on three things. Our sages taught that it was Torah, Avodah, and Gemilut Chasadim. On Torah, good work, and acts of loving kindness. And as I've pondered it, Adat Chaverim, too, rests on three things. I call them Hetzei Shiritim, service offerings, Tichnut, programming, and Hatrama, fundraising. Hetzei Shiritim are the table stakes of being a synagogue. In this category are things like worship, learning, playing, caring, and supporting each other through our journeys. Tichnut is the how, and our how is through programming. We worship through regular Shabbat services, but also through creative offerings like Shir Shabbat. We learn through Allison Lotman's amazing leadership of the Hanani Learning Center and Rabbi Adams' adult education offerings. We play. We have fun. I mean, if you consider a bunch of cutthroat Mahjong players fun. We offer Super Shabbat and celebration of super fun holidays like Hanukkah and Purim. We act, realizing the seminal phrase from Rabbi Tarfon in Pirkei Avot 2, verse 16, it is not our duty to finish the work, but neither are you at liberty to neglect it. So we have an amazingly passionate social action committee that's going out into our community, seeking ways to practice tikkun olam. We care and support each other through life's challenges. We have all sorts of programs to meet you in your time of need, whether it's through the caring committee or through general tending of pastoral needs from our clergy and our board, whether it's just through friendships gained through your own participation in sisterhood, brotherhood, the HLC, and other programs we offer. All these things are extensions of the core services we offer and how we create a community that you can plug into based on your interests. Dare I say, you can subscribe to them. Hatrama is the unfortunate reality of running and operating a community with a building and staff and programs that are meeting our needs. What we do, what we offer, the events that we put on, they all have some cost element to them. Sometimes we pass that cost on to you. Sometimes we try to cover the cost as much as we can. Hatrama is a necessary element because it makes the services and programs possible. I truly believe that we have all the ingredients to create a thriving community focused on realizing all that Reform Judaism has to offer, while also holding on to that je ne sais quoi element of friendliness, connectedness that makes us who we are at Adat Chaverim. To me, building the world we want to see begins right here, with building the synagogue we want to be a part of. And we cannot do it alone. We need your help. The board and I have committed to something we are internally calling Vision 26. It's a call to action. It's a plan. Not for 3 years from now, not for 10 years from now, 5 years from now. It's a call to action for today. In my secular world, there is something we obsess about in the projects we do, and it's called the voice of the customer. In fact, this concept has permeated most of the secular world to the point where when I was at Bank of America, and for my friends who work at Amazon, if you can't articulate how what you want to do will impact the voice of the customer, that project just doesn't get funded. The voice of the customer is central to every decision they make. Vision 26 will start in the boardroom, but it can't end in the boardroom. This home, your voice, your fingerprints, your dreams, your desires, your needs from this community must be represented in that vision. We are your board. I am your president. But we exist because of you. We serve you. Our challenge is to make this home in your image, to make it a place where you want to spend your time. So in a few short weeks, we will be fanning out, scheduling focus groups, sending out surveys, trying to answer this fundamental question: what will it take to earn your subscription? Hopefully more than Disney Plus did. What will it take to make it an auto-renew? What would have to happen in order for you to proudly say your spiritual home is Adat Chaverim and it's important to you? It has earned your attention. It has earned your subscription. The next time I come before you, it will be to talk about the importance of the Kol Nidre appeal. And I have to be honest, it makes me nervous. When I worked at GW Hillel when I was in college, 90% of GW Hillel's operating budget came from the Yom Kippur appeal. It's a lot of pressure. And I don't want to ask you for your money. I don't want to ask you for your money. I want Adat Chaverim to be so amazing, so impactful, so beyond anything else, that there's just no question that this is your home. This is where your friends are. This is not just your friends, though, your brothers and sisters. This is where your kids met their friends. This is where you belong because it moves you. It stirs your soul. There's a connection and a relationship that you have here that is irreplaceable. This is Vision 26. This is what we're trying to build. Not 10 years from now, not 5 years from now, but by December 31st, 2026. How do we create that? What's it going to take? What do we keep doing? What do we stop doing? What do we start doing? This is the question we will all need to work together this year to answer.